this is the moment where I knew I'd messed up. I don't know what it is, but I'm loving it! No music is coming out of the speakers, and I'm freaking out! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. You are tuned into Multi, a K-pop podcast. I am your host, Alex Sinclair. 반갑습니다. Nice to see you. Thank you guys so much for being here. We've got a lot to talk about in today's episode. I just played a concert where I performed Golden and Takedown from K-pop Demon Hunters, and it went horribly wrong. We're going to talk about it a little later on in the episode. We're also going to talk about the summer drinks menu in K-pop lately, the beverage-themed songs that have been coming out, and also one of my favorite songs that I've reacted to lately, which is iconic, and it's no mistake. In addition, HYBE is going to be coming out with a new girl group, which is way more controversial than I thought. But first, there's been a trend on my reactions lately that you guys have been pretty into. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, here we go. I've been looking at the stats on my YouTube channel for the reactions, and it seems like the most popular reactions since the last episode of the podcast aired were some Killing Voice reactions. I did Sung Shik-young, Killing Voice, and Kim Na-young, Killing Voice. And you guys seem to really like them. And I had a feeling, because I was looking at the YouTube stats too, and a lot of you guys are watching from South Korea. So, 감사합니다. Thank you so much for watching. It's so cool, the reach that we're getting with this channel, with this podcast. If you guys are watching this podcast or listening to this podcast from Korea, also, let me know in the comments. 안녕하세요. Thank you again. You guys are amazing. But if you guys haven't seen these Killing Voices, oh my goodness, you need to check them out. Kim Na-young, incredible voice. I could literally listen to that voice as I fall asleep, as I'm brushing my teeth in the morning. Same with Sung Shik-young, just like so good. Ballad singer, incredible. And to be able to, if you guys don't know, the Killing Voices are like live performances, like 15, 20 minutes long. They go through their catalog from the beginning, pick out some highlights, and perform them completely live, completely basically stripped back, because there's no band. There's obviously the backing track, but you hear their vocals so clearly. And that's what's so fun, is you can really just like sit down and dissect their voice. And actually, now that I think of it, I'm kind of like that when I go to a concert. Though I literally have not been to a K-pop concert yet. What should my first K-pop concert artist be? Let me know that in the comments, because holy smokes, that's completely unacceptable. But from the concerts that I have been to, many different genres of concerts that I've been to, but I love to just like, a lot of people be standing up and cheering and going crazy, but I just like to have a seat, sit down, and then analyze. Are you guys like this? Maybe it's just me, because I'm thinking of like, okay, how are they setting up their set? What are they doing with their band? What are they doing with the track? What are they doing with their bodies on stage? How are they moving? Where are they going? How are they changing the track from the recorded version to the live version? I find it so interesting. So the Killing Voice is kind of like that, where you can just sit down, enjoy the insanity vocals that especially those two singers have. It's so incredible to watch. I for sure need to react to more of these Killing Voices. And I guess like Sung Shik-young, Kim Na-young, icons in Korea. I'm not even sure what kind of exposure they're getting in the Western market, but oh my gosh, they deserve it. We got to put a spotlight on these artists. Of course, if you're in Korea, you already know, but incredible talent. Certainly recommend checking that out. Checking out my reactions too. They're a lot of fun. And definitely, guys, let me know in the comments to this podcast what I should check out next, Killing Voice-wise, because crazy. Okay, we've got Lemonade by aespa, we've got Sugar Honey Iced Tea by BABYMONSTER, and Lemon Tang Hearts2Hearts. I'm so into this, guys. I'm loving the summer kind of vibe, and these songs are crazy. least Lemonade, so cool, very reminiscent of like Whiplash, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Also so feel good, very summery. I reacted to a ton of performances behind the scenes in studio type stuff.
I'm the sugar honey iced tea and you know it. I'm the sugar honey iced tea and you know it.
Love, love, love it. Lemon Tang, I'm about to react to, but I am just so here for this like lime, lemon color palette, lime, lemon sound. I don't know if a fruit or drink had a sound, it would be these songs, but it just hits the right spot. Like taking a sip of, what is a lemonade and iced tea combined? Is that an Arnold Palmer, I think? Half lemonade, half iced tea? I think. It's like taking a sip of a tasty drink on a hot summer day and it just hits the spot. That's what these songs feel like. And that's basically what I wanted to say about that. I love them. The other crazy thing is this crazy, iconic song, Iconic by Mistake, Cat's Eye, Le Seraphim, Eyelet. Oh my goodness, let's have a listen. This song is so grimy, so dirty in the way that Cat's Eye would do their music. Just like disgusting 808s, a lot of distortion, hits really, really hard. And then you have Le Seraphim's kind of horror vibe that they've had lately, which has been super fun, by the way. And then, guys, Eyelet. This girl group is, I feel like, not really known for this style of music. They had been doing more of a bubbly, kind of fairy, feel-good type of sound. It's been changing lately, which is very interesting. I'm very curious to see where it's gonna go. But on this track, I feel like a complete departure from what they've done, and I'm so into it. I love just their vibe, their attitude. For some reason, it fits so well on this track and on this kind of music, and I need to hear more. For some reason, I don't know what it is about Eyelet, but I'm loving it! The other thing is, too, I didn't even really mention this in my reaction to the song, but the song is about, like, the haters, because for some reason, these three groups actually have been getting, like, some hate from, I don't know why. Cat's Eye pushing the boundary, Le Seraphim 2, Eyelet, I don't know. But the haters are crazy, and they address it literally in this song. They're saying, forget about the haters. This song is iconic. It talks directly to the haters for the entire song, which is pretty cool. I don't think I've heard that before. And also just the fact that they were able to get all, 14 of them, I think, together on one track for it to make sense, for it to still have the vibe of each individual group, and then put it together in such a fun, iconic way. I can't get enough. Which leads me into another HYBE group, which is supposed to be coming out later this year. And this was brought up by a listener to the podcast, or a watcher, because we're on Spotify, Apple Music, all that, and also, of course, the video version on YouTube. But one of you guys commented that I should talk about this group called SAINT SATINE. I think that's how you say it. By the way, if you guys have questions or topics of discussion that you want me to talk and discuss about, let me know those in the comments too, and we'll definitely get to them. But this group from HYBE, another global international girl group. Three of the members are from Dream Academy, which is the survival show that created Cat's Eye. Three of them are from that, and then they did another show to find this like World Scout, the final piece to find the last member, Sakura, which is a Japanese member. So I didn't know anything about this group until I saw the comment. I looked into it and I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. Super talented members from that initial survival show. They did another one to find the last member, the final piece of the puzzle, and they're set to debut a little later on this year. But they do have a performance out for a song called Party Before the Party, and we're gonna get into a little podcast exclusive reaction in a second. But I did this like reaction, and then I read the comments and I was like, whoa, this group is getting a lot of hate, it seems. And I'm like, why? I listened to the song, it's unreal. Why are people like not liking this as much? And you'll see in my reaction that like the vocals, I don't think it's the girls' fault at all. This is like obviously one of their first live performances as a group together. Obviously a lot of nerves, so like the timing might, and here's, guys, again, we're gonna get into my own show later on in this episode, so I'm not one to talk on this because of the disastrous performance that I did. But when you're doing a live show, a lot of the times you are ahead of the beat. For some reason, it's so weird. You're on stage, you're singing, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm in the pocket, I'm killing it, I'm right on beat. And then you listen to playback and you're like, whoa, I'm so far ahead. Like for some reason, the adrenaline, you just sing way faster and you're way ahead of the beat. It's the weirdest thing. But I hear a little bit of that in this performance, but whatever. It was for like the first couple seconds and then it was fine. But I think the thing that kind of made the difference and made people be like, oh, this is a little bit off, is the fact that the vocals were really raw. They weren't processed too much. And they're also really loud in the mix. So it sounds a little bit unbalanced. Like the vocals are so loud. The music itself is a little bit lower. You hear them breathing a lot. So I think it's more of a mixing thing and nothing to do with the talent of this group, because I think it's really cool. Let's check it out. Oh my gosh. The energy. Okay, they are not shying away from showcasing their vocals. Like the vocals are loud in the mix, which makes it harder to hide any imperfections. Luckily, they're slaying. It sounds like Y2K in a fun way. Difficult vocals. See what I mean? Like the song is really cool. I love the song. And actually, if you listen to the recorded version, you can hear how it's supposed to be mixed. Oh, and it kind of reminds me of this song too, which is fun. But anyways, check out the recorded version. So I don't know. This is like a super cool song. I'm very excited to see what this girl group is gonna do, what the debut is gonna sound like. I'm here for it. I'm gonna be there checking it out, obviously reacting to it. So let me know what you guys think, because I'm very curious what your thoughts are on SAINT SATINE. And let me know if I'm pronouncing it correctly in the comments. Okay guys, we've put this off long enough. We need to talk about my concert, my performance that I just had. Basically, every year, my own town, hosts a mini music festival where there's artists in all types of genres of music, different styles, acoustic, whatever, that all perform all over town. It's a really fun time. It's a great opportunity to give back to the community, and I love performing for it because there's a lot of kids. It's a lot of fun. It's just a good time. It's in my own community, so, you know, I'm giving back. And I have played this concert the past couple years, but this year, since obviously K-pop Demon Hunters was so big, and I know that there's kids at this concert, I was like, I gotta sing Golden, even though it's literally the hardest song I've ever heard, I've ever attempted to sing. But I figured, let me give it a shot. It's the perfect opportunity. I have a huge K-pop reaction channel on YouTube. K-pop Demon Hunters is huge. It only makes sense that I do that. And also, I wanted to do another one, Takedown, because I love that song. It's so good. The rap in it is so good. So boom. All right. That's going to be the beginning of my set. Golden, going to be coming in cold. No warm-up, just the first song, Golden, and then straight into Takedown. That, at least, was the plan. Now, to understand this, you have to know that this is a small concert. It's an outdoor stage. It's not even a stage. It's I was in a skateboard park. And there's no audio tech. There's no sound check. You just show up with the equipment. Luckily, I have a whole bunch of PA system equipment audio setup that I could just bring not very far since it's in my town. Set it all up myself and boom, 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 sing a couple songs, have a great time, right? Easy. The other thing you have to understand is my setup for this is my setup basically for when I'm doing my own shows where there's no stage, there's no crew, it's just me. I'll show you guys a video of this too if you're watching the video version of the podcast. Basically, I have a mixer, okay? There's two inputs. One of the inputs has all of my vocal chain. So it goes in from my wireless microphone, goes into some reverb, delay, compression, and then into the mixer. That's one channel. The other channel is a turntable that plays the instrumental versions of my songs. Now you might be thinking, why is it a turntable? That seems strange. It is strange and definitely overly complicated, but a lot of my songs have turntables in them. I do turntablism, DJing, so I'm familiar with that equipment, and I just thought it would be cool, very unique. Nobody does this kind of setup, probably for a reason, but this is the setup that I had chosen because it's vibes, it's super cool, it's very unique, and there's like a turntable on stage. It's sick. The problem with this is a vinyl record that has a needle that drops down on it. Super old school. There's definitely newer turntables, but this is an old one that connects to my laptop and then plays the songs that way. It's a little bit witchcraft and wizardry, but if you know Serato, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, there's some sort of magical spell that makes the record play the songs from my laptop, essentially. So that's my setup. Vocal chain into one side of the mixer, and then the instrumental track into the other side of the mixer, and then I sing and rap on top of that. So here's what went down. I show up to the quote unquote stage, skate park. I set up all my equipment. I'm ready to perform. I put on my intro, and actually thinking back on it, I have my in-ear monitors where I can hear my own vocals. I can also hear the track, and I'm standing away from the stage waiting to, again, quote unquote stage, waiting to come on. And I hear like a little bit of crackle, like the audio is cutting in and out in my in-ear. And then I figured it was because I was a little bit further away from my setup that it wasn't connecting properly and it was cutting out. So I'm like, fine, no big deal. It only happened once or twice, didn't think much of it. Now, the song comes on, Golden starts, I come out, I'm like, what's up, everybody? Y'all ready? And I start singing. And guys, what I ended up doing for this particular performance of Golden, because it is so high, EJ sings this song in a very high key that I don't even think, actually, no, I know it's possible because some guy singers have done it, which is insane. But I shifted the whole song down an octave. So it was in a lower pitch the entire song, which worked well, but there's one part in the bridge of the song where it actually goes super, super low. I jump up an octave to keep it singable, and then I'll jump back down and then continue in the regular key. Still very high, still very difficult to sing, but I feel like I was pretty happy with my performance of it, especially it being the very first song. I think it was sick. Let's play a clip from that performance. Let's check it out.
Together we're going, gonna be golden. Oh, up with our voices, trying to get just a woman. Gonna be golden. Oh, donating now, I'm shining like I'm born to be.
It was at this moment that he knew.
This is the moment where I knew I'd messed up. Actually, this is the part of the song where the music on my turntable completely cut out. I'm singing that high, iconic note, and then right after I hear silence. No music is coming out of the speakers, and I'm freaking out. After a couple of seconds, the music comes back in. So I jump back into the song. I continue singing. I hear the music breaking up now. I'm like, oh no, something is going wrong with the actual setup. What the heck is happening? But the way that I had this song and the intro to the show set up was it was gonna go golden, and then immediately after, Takedown starts. So I don't have time to readjust anything. I'm like, where is my audio tech? Oh yeah, I don't have one because this is a community festival. What do I even do? So the next song starts and I'm like, okay, I guess we're going into Takedown, and I hear it cutting out. I'm like, oh, this is bad. For sure, everybody is hearing the music crackle, cut in and out. Some parts were cutting out for like a second or two. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not good. And the worst part is at one time, I go to sing, and it's a really cool part. I was very, very excited to perform it. It's the rap part in Takedown, and as soon as it starts, I'm like, yeah, it's a takedown. As soon as I sing that, again, boom. No music, but this is actually kind of cool, and I thought it was kind of sick. People were probably very confused, but basically it ended up being an a cappella verse. I'm like, it's a takedown, I'm gonna take you out, you break down like what? It's a takedown, I'm gonna take you out and it ain't gonna stop. So it almost could have sounded like it was by design, but when the music came back in, it was probably way offbeat because there was no way to tell when the music on the turntable was gonna cut back in. So just not a good time. And then after that song finished, I'm like, whew, let me take a second and try and figure out what the heck is going on with the system. And this is what had happened, guys. The music that I put on the turntable to perform, that's an actual black vinyl record. Vinyl, which is wax, which in the direct sunlight where I was performing, melts. This thing was melting, guys, like turning into liquid goo. So I see that that's what's happening. I lift up the record and it's literally so floppy. I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? I thought maybe the needle on the turntable was like broken. So I had another one. Luckily, I replaced that. Didn't really work because it really was the vinyl record that was melting. So I had to move my whole setup into the shade in the middle of the performance. People were probably like, what the heck is going on? But I needed to put it in the shade and cool down the record. So I'm here fanning the record, trying to cool it down so that I could actually play the song. It was a nightmare, guys. I've had technical difficulties like this before, but none that were this bad that affected the entirety of the show. Oh my goodness! So eventually I was able to cool down the record enough that it solidified somewhat where it wasn't cutting out as much. And actually, I took like probably a 10-15 minute break to figure out this whole audio equipment situation. But then after that, for the rest of the show, I don't think there were any issues. It was totally fine. It was super fun, and it was a really good time at this show. I'm glad I was able to perform in my community and bring a lot of joy to the people that were at the show. And that's what it's all about, guys, making people happy and have a good time. So super happy with it, but I didn't get to perform my latest, I didn't get to perform Bullseye or any of my newer tracks because my set ended up being shorter because of the delay dealing with all that audio stuff. But I did get to perform one of my favorite songs from my debut album. The song is called Diabolic. I'm thinking about doing like a music video for this, maybe re-releasing it as a single. Let me know what you guys think. But here's a clip from that performance. It's a really fun song.
Maybe I could be your blonde hair mouth or sight. Anti-hero in the blood red with midnight drop it, make it swift. You want my demons, you can have them. Don't blink, Wednesday, Adams, hey, you got me.
So there you go, guys. That is the horror story of my performance. There's always little bugs and quirks and things that you have to figure out on the fly. You can't plan for everything. This is obviously a big one, but we were still able to pull through. Got the performance done, and I think people liked it. So yeah, that's that. I hope that I can perform for you guys someday too. That would be super cool. Let's go on tour so I can meet all of you guys, especially in South Korea too, where we got a huge fan base, and I love Korea. I definitely want to come back. So stay tuned for tour dates and a bunch more reactions, of course, on the YouTube channel. Guys, let me know what you want me to talk about next in the next episode of this podcast. Let me know what you want me to react to next. Let me know how your day was. Let me know how you're doing. And we'll meet back here for another episode of Multi, a K-pop podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.
Let's go!